Welcome to the coach trip. 7 couples on a 30-day tour of Europe. For some of them, it could be the holiday of a lifetime, taking in some of Europe's most famous sights and cities.
The overall trip's just been a holiday of a lifetime.
But for others, it could be a complete nightmare.
And twice today, you've referred to them as 2 puffs.
Don't bother, Babs.
No.
I can't stand hypocrisy, love.
It's not hypocrisy.
No,
We've got our
bye-bye.
principles as well.
Yeah.
This is no ordinary coach trip, because if you don't like the people you're travelling with, you can vote to send them home.
Let me say, you asked me a question. Let me tell you, you've asked me, let me answer you.
Travelling on the coach trip are Marion and Phil,
I do have one thing in common with German women, though.
Pete and Barbara,
We have chocolate all over us, and I managed to get some up my arm for later as well. So we had to get rid of that. You know, we spent a good 5 minutes, didn't we, licking that off.
Steph and Joanne,
I'll catch you up, seriously.
Oh, can you not just cut across?
Quite seriously, I'm going to catch you up in a minute. Bugger off.
Bob and Pasquale,
Because I'm not being spoken to, like, behind my back because of what I get up to in my own bedroom. It's no one's business.
Sally and Emma,
It's not like your nan's dying. It's just a programme. It's true.
Max and Tom,
Best thing about it was probably the woman that was hosting it. She had quite a sexy accent. Yeah, she was nice.
and keeping the whole thing running on time is Brendan, their tour guide.
But I do get embarrassed, yeah, especially when the wait, because it's the waiters that look at you as if to say, oh, God, what have you got to put up with? You know what I mean?
Yesterday was day 4, and the tour was in the Black Forest town of Baden-Baden. The group relaxed in the town's famous thermal spa.
The days have just got better and better.
But at the vote, Pasquale and John exchange insults over a fairy story written on the coach.
You're a bloody queer and you've got a queer attitude.
As far as I'm concerned, he is a lowlife, a cockroach.
And it was no fairy tale ending for John, as his views earned him and partner Jackie a second yellow card from the rest of the passengers, and so they were red-carded off the trip. It's 8 a.m. in the German spa town of Baden-Baden. Tour leader Brendan is doing his usual morning rounds in a hotel that is a cut above the usual coach tour standard.
It's probably a 5-star hotel, and, you know, a lot of our crowd have probably ever stayed in a 5-star hotel, ever. And it's quite amazing, and I think it takes their breath away, you know, because they are beautiful rooms, beautiful rooms.
Steph and Joanne are particularly impressed with their room.
It's one of the best rooms that we've had so far. Really swish. Oh, this shower is absolutely beautiful. It's like chrome. You've got a shower head there where the water goes in, plug, railings for your towels. The floor's dead warm under your feet, you know, when you come out of the shower. It's absolutely beautiful.
Although Brendan is concerned that the group might want to take some souvenirs of the stay.
Yeah, just make sure that they pay their bills, and also that they haven't stolen the bathrobes, because I'm sure that both of the girls had their eyes on them.
Luckily for Brendan, the coach departs on time with 12 tourists on board and 12 bathrobes still safely in their hotel rooms. Today, the coach is heading from Baden-Baden, 198 miles east, to Munich, which will take just over 4 hours. Usually on long journeys, Brendan finds ways of entertaining the group, but yesterday his fun fairy tale task caused all kinds of trouble.
But evil Lord John had placed a curse on anyone having fun.
The fairy tale seemed to give someone, the 2 queers, an opportunity to get back at me, because they seem to think I've taken a dislike to them because they're queers.
Because of the friction caused by an innocent activity like writing a fairy story, Brendan has decided that instead of trying to fill their time, to leave the group to relax. And Sally is certainly helping Max relax.
You might as well, no, leave it like that, but just massage as well. Yeah. Stretch it and then do that again with your knuckles or something. Yeah. you're getting nuts out like that. I'm blagging massages out of her. It's good stuff.
I think that you and Sally are both you're quite flirtatious anyway, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from.
I think she's got a flirting problem though, really, isn't she? Yeah.
She's ridiculous when it comes to flirting.
Yeah. I thought I was bad, but nah.
Myself and Emma, we do get on really well, but there's nothing in it. It's just friendship. Like neither of us fancy each other or anything. But I don't know. I think Sally just sort of. I think she's a bit obsessed with Max.
The young foursome have been spending a lot of time together, although Max and Tom are still on the lookout for the new passengers who will be joining later.
To be honest with you, I'm hoping for 2 young girls.
But
spice things up a bit.
But we wouldn't abandon Sally and Emma. I think Sally and Emma would be all right with 2 young girls coming on.
I think Emma would cope a bit better than Sally, though. I think.
Yeah, Sally would flirt with them straight away.
There is still 100 miles to go, and the group are getting on well. Pasquale and Bob in particular are enjoying life on the coach without John and Jackie, the couple who were voted off yesterday. With them gone, Pasquale is free to relax and enjoy the other passengers' company.
Steps. I like steps. I love steps. Love ABBA. Can't go wrong with ABBA. I quite like Girls Aloud. I hate to admit it. I went to see Barry Manilow a couple of years ago. Fab. Oh. What a showman. Barry was fabulous. But we're going to go and see Will Young Christmas, hopefully.
I like him. I like his songs.
Highly.
I probably would because she's entertaining as well.
She's nice on the eye.
Yeah.
She's nice.
Easy on the eye.
Lovely girl.
Yeah.
The coach is arriving at the outskirts of Munich, the state capital of Bavaria, so Brendan gives the group an overview of the region.
Yeah, we've left the Rhineland and we're now heading into the region of Bavaria, okay? The Bavarians are actually classed as the lower classes of people by the rest of Germany, and all they're considered of doing is drinking beer and eating sausage.
That's not
and
bad.
They really look,
not a bad
they're
existence.
really frowned upon.
Munich is the first major German city the group have visited, and in honour of this and in keeping with Brendan's tradition, he leads his passengers in a rendition of the German national anthem.
Deutschland, Deutschland, over alles, over alles in der Welt.
Pete and Babs, who particularly enjoy singing national anthems, decide to try a remix.
Deutschland, Deutschland. Über alles, über alles.
For many, Munich is representative of Germany as a whole, most famous for beer, sausages and Umpar bands. But there is much more to it than that. Although heavily bombed during World War II, thankfully there are still many examples of classic architecture to be seen here. It's also Germany's leading high-tech city and home to BMW, which stands for Bavarian Motor Works. Next door to which is the impressive Olympiatum, which is the tourist's first stop for a bird's-eye view of the city. The tower is 290 metres tall and dominates the skyline above the Olympic Park. The complex was built for the 1972 Olympics, but remains a remarkable piece of modern engineering. Its main stadium has a roof spanning almost 1 million square feet and is also where England famously beat Germany 5-1 in 2001. With the tower's viewing platforms at 192 metres, 2 travellers aren't really enjoying it.
It's too high, far too high.
Yeah, we're just outside of here. It's a little bit safe.
We're doing our crabs, yeah. We're walking side. It's easy.
Well, there's still a possibility it could crumble and we could plummet to our deaths, isn't there? Let's face it, you know, it does happen.
But Steph's partner Joe is much more positive.
The views are absolutely gorgeous. We haven't got the camcorder working because the batteries are flat, so we can't take the view. Apart from that, it's beautiful. I won't mind if going up another floor, actually. Can you pull the stepladder down for me so I can climb up on there?
It's a beautiful view, but Pasquale can't see quite as far as he was expecting.
Where is the coast, Brendan?
I would have said the nearest coastline would be Italy.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. Germany was surrounded by trees.
It's rivers, mountains and lakes in Germany, and we're right in the centre of Germany.
Sorry, I was looking for a coastline.
No sea here.
Thank you.
No, we're in the middle of Germany. There we are. Thank you.
Right,
are we all going down?
I did fail geography, I must be honest with you.
The group are back down the tower, and after a spot of souvenir shopping, everyone is waiting to get back on the coach. What they don't know is they're about to meet their new travelling companions, and just as Tom and Max hoped, it's 2 young girls. Coming up in part 2, the group heads into the centre of Munich, where Phil continues to do his bit for Anglo-German relations.
Is he coming from England?
Yeah?
Yeah,
I agree with everything what you said.
The new girls get to know everyone.
Do you have any boyfriends?
No.
And they experience their first coach trip vote.
We felt a bit like lepers, really. It made us feel, that they didn't really like us and that.
It's day 5 of a 30-day coach tour of Europe. Today the coach has reached Munich. The group have just finished a visit to the city's Olympic Tower and are about to head into the centre of the city. As they leave, there is a surprise for them. As 2 people have voted off the coach yesterday, they are replaced to bring the number back up to 14 tourists. The newcomers are friends Nikki and Vander.
I'm Nikki, I'm 18 years old. I come from Southampton. I was born in Hong Kong and lived there for 12 years. My dad worked for Cathay Pacific. I'm at the moment attempting to become a pilot myself.
Hi, I'm Vander. Vander's actually my nickname. My real name is Julia Van Deventer, so hence it's just condensed. I'm nearly 21. I work with horses as a profession. I break them, train them and teach riding. And that's about it.
Do you have any boyfriends?
No.
That's gone down.
Sit down.
Max and Tom's wish for 2 more female passengers has come true. But how will the newcomers' arrival affect Sally and Emma's relationship with the boys?
I think little Sally is a bit worried now because there's a bit of fresh meat for the boys to play with, kind of thing. But apart from that, the lovely girls are going to fit in pretty well.
I mean, Max actually said, what do you think of him? He said, I'd give him a go.
As they are not sitting in their pairs, the group play a game with the newcomers to guess who is paired with who. It has some unexpected results.
The 2 guys are single, or the guy in the corner, the girl in the corner. Sorry. Lady.
I don't think the new girls did themselves any favours when they walked on the coach by saying Steph were with that fella over in corner, which were Babs.
Called her a man.
It didn't go down very well.
On arriving in the centre of Munich, they head for the heaving Marienplatz, the famous central square in the city, which is dominated by the formidable 19th century neo-Gothic town hall.
The buildings are absolutely fantastic. It looks so organised and uniform. It's fabulous. It looks a fabulous city. We've just been into the square and it's just history all around you, although they haven't got as much history. Obviously, they're not as old as England, but it's all great.
The group are given the option of taking a walking tour around the market with a local guide. But only Pete and Barbara, Max and tour guide Brendan take up the offer.
How's the sauerkraut, Barbara?
Quite nice.
You like it? Very
strong in flavour, very strong.
Yeah.
Good.
Lovely.
What do you think, Max?
But this is how it's eaten in Germany.
Now, this is the raw one. You eat that as a salad.
Yes.
Yeah. If you eat it as a side dish with sausages, you got to cook it.
Right.
Okay.
The rest of the group have chosen to wander the square and surrounding shops at their own pace. And Phil, who can barely speak a word of German, has a go at conversing with the locals.
Ja, im Saargebiet hat man ein bisschen Französisch gesprochen.
Ja.
Vor dem Krieg und während dem Krieg, nach dem Krieg.
Yeah.
Und Sie kommen von England?
Yeah?
Yeah,
I agree with everything what you said. And there should be more like people like that.
Was machen Sie jetzt in München?
Yeah.
Tourist?
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, gell?
camera crew.
Par sviers auf, gell?
No, they've not been on beer yet. Tonight, that's when they go on the beer.
Ja.
Yeah, actually, we made more sense then.
Ja.
Yeah. Okay then, it's been very nice to meet you.
Alles Gute weiterhin, gell?
Okay.
Viel Spaß denn.
Maybe.
Kommen Sie gut nach England wieder zurück, gell?
Yeah.
Ja.
Okay, thanks very much.
Ja, bitte.
Dankeschön.
Ja, gern geschehen. Wiedersehen.
That's not very nice. I know.
New girls Nikki and Vander seem to be settling into the group well.
The two new girls, Nikki and Vander, there's an instant warmth there straight away.
The things that did strike me when they did talk is, you know, I work with horses, my dad's a pilot, you know, and you do think, bloody hell, you know, there's some money there, I'll have to get home even better.
But Pasquale seems to think that there could be some tension brewing.
Although Sally comes over very, very sweet, but as my mother said, too many sweet things make you sick. And I think she feels threatened, you know, one's a horsey lady, one's very, very posh speaking, she's mentioned that to me already. And I think there could be a little friction, not so much with Emma, but I think with Sally.
At 5 p.m, the two groups meet together to watch the town hall's famous Glockenspiel.
The Glockenspiel is about to start, and you can see it behind us.
The Glockenspiel chimes 4 times a day. It has 43 bells and is accompanied by moving clockwork figures that display stories from Munich's history. But the group don't seem too impressed, which annoys Brendan.
When you bring them all this way, you show them lovely things like this, they're not really bothered. They just want to smoke and eat and shop. They're not really bothered about the history of any sort of square or any building or like the Glockenspiel. I mean, you know, they're not really bothered, you know, they just want to talk among themselves.
Brendan clearly thinks the tourists have seen enough culture for one day and they head back to the coach. It's been a stress-free day in Munich so far, but that could be about to change as it's time for the vote, which has a habit of revealing any tensions which might be bubbling under the surface. On Coach Trip, the passengers' holiday will continue for as long as they remain popular with the other travellers. Because on this trip, at the end of every day, each pair vote privately for who they want off the coach. Whoever gets the most votes is awarded a yellow card. If they are given a second yellow card during the trip, they are sent home to be replaced by a new pair. Brendan gathers the group together to hear the result. Currently, no one is holding a yellow card.
Whoever gets the most votes this evening will get a yellow card. Nikki and Vander are immune from your votes, but they do actually possess a vote to vote against you.
We've decided to vote for Emma and Sal. I'm sorry. We were a bit upset with them yesterday when we went out for a drink, and they were only out for perhaps 20 minutes or so, and they made their excuses, claiming they were really, really tired and going to bed. And we come up quite a bit later on to find them in the bar with everyone and that, and we felt a bit like lepers, really. It made us feel, you know, that they didn't really like us and that. Felt a little bit hurt by that, but that's the only reason.
We didn't mean to upset.
It's all right.
Tonight we get on with everyone, so it's been a bit of a lottery, but we're going to vote for Sally and Emma tonight. Sorry guys, it's nothing personal. We've just got a bit of a problem with Sally. Emma's fine, but Sally's a bit in your face and she's a bit too clingy.
Manipulative.
I know it's the pot calling the kettle black because I'm with this person here, but she is a bit all over the place. She's going from one person to another. She's been a bit manipulative as far as I can tell towards people. We have decided to vote for Phil and Marion.
No, fine. Don't blame you. Not a problem. I'm sorry to say, we've actually voted for Pasquale and Bob. We've voted for everyone else on here. Before, you know, there's only Pasquale and Bob left.
Tonight, we're gonna have to vote for Stephanie and Joe. First impressions, they're quite aggressive people and they're quite bickery. The fact that they might be slightly annoyed with each other might create a bit of an atmosphere because they're both quite intense people, I think.
Yeah.
it sucks and, you know, what can we do?
We decided to vote for Bob and Pasquale. We thought the whole fairy tale thing yesterday was a bit out of order. I know it's a day late, but obviously the John thing was more kind of prominent yesterday, but I still do think that was a bit unfair.
Today we're voting for Steph and John.
We can shop in London, we can shop in Sheffield, we can shop anywhere. This is about getting a flavour of the countries, and I don't think they've grasped that.
We think that you've struggled with the itinerary and also feel that you're losing some of the history of the actual holiday, thinking about shopping.
After everyone has voted, Steph and Joanne, Emma and Sally, and Bob and Pasquale are all tied on 2 votes each. So they leave the group while the remaining tourists decide which couple should get the yellow card.
Bob and Pasquale were so kind to us.
Oh, God, yeah.
They befriended us instantly and really made an effort. And I know everyone has, but especially them. Yeah. And I would feel really bad if they went because they're fabulous.
Steph and Joe have lost a little bit of this trip. Barbara and I think it's a whistle-stop tour through Europe. But I think they expected to come on this trip and visit city to city and do some shopping and then go back to the hotel.
Discussion over, Brendan gets the others back to hear the verdict.
Right, so Peter, you're the spokesman. Could you give your reason who you voted for and the reasons why, please?
The group have decided this evening to vote for Steph and Joe. The reason being that after a group discussion, we all feel that they are actually struggling on this trip. That's the reason basically for voting for them.
There you are, girls, the yellow card, okay. And right, chaps, you can all go back to the coach, okay?
So, Steph and Joanne have got their first yellow card, although they don't seem too surprised.
Phil and Marion are very close to Peter and Barbara, and that I knew the boys probably wouldn't want to vote for us, but we've got to go with the majority. So I pretty much assured, because I said to her actually while we stood there, we've got the votes tonight, so we're expecting it.
But it looks like the vote has upset Bob and Pasquale, who, having dispatched John yesterday, have moved their sights onto someone else.
The only thing that did irk me a little bit was the excuse Sally and Emma gave about the fairy tale, which was yesterday. If they're just going to keep dragging that up, then obviously we've got a problem.
There is a problem there.
There is a problem. Yeah.
Sally's just... I'm going off Sally. She must go. That is my next vendetta, to get rid of the poisonous dwarf.
Next time on Coach Trip, the coach heads to Salzburg, where they go down a salt mine. Pay tribute to a musical legend. Pasquale continues his campaign against Sally.
I don't like her. Really don't like her.
And there's trouble between the younger members of the group at the vote.
I don't like them at all. She's ungracious. She lacks common courtesy.
Yeah, I can't stand them really. That's it.